Everwood was a town full of sunshine and laughter. The air was always filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and the streets echoed with the joyous sounds of children playing. It was a place where magic seemed to linger in every corner, making every day feel like a new adventure. It was nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river. The hills were covered in lush greenery, and the river's water shimmered like 1,000 diamonds under the sun. The townsfolk believed that the river had magical properties, bringing prosperity and happiness to Everwood. The best part about Everwood was the Fantastic Five. This group of friends was known throughout the town for their unbreakable bond and their incredible adventures. They were always seen together, exploring new places and creating memories that would last a lifetime.
There was Liam, the brave one. He was always the first to jump into any challenge, no matter how daunting it seemed. His courage inspired his friends and gave them the strength to face their fears.
Ava was the smart one. With her quick thinking and vast knowledge, she often came up with brilliant solutions to the problems they encountered. Her intelligence was a guiding light for the group.
There was Noah, the funny one. His jokes and laughter could brighten even the darkest of days. He had a knack for finding humor in every situation, making their adventures even more enjoyable.
Emma was the kind one. Her heart was as big as Everwood itself, always ready to help anyone in need. Her compassion brought the group closer together, reminding them of the importance of kindness.
And then there was Jack, the creative one. His imagination knew no bounds, and he could turn the simplest of ideas into grand adventures. His creativity added a touch of magic to everything they did.
They did everything together, from exploring hidden caves to building tree houses. Their days were filled with excitement and wonder. They were more than just friends, they were a family. One sunny afternoon, the Fantastic Five were playing in the park. The sun was shining brightly, casting a golden glow over the entire area. The park was their favorite place to be, a haven where they could let their imaginations run wild. They were near their favorite spot. It was a magical clearing that seemed to be hidden from the rest of the world. Here they felt like they were in their own little universe, free from any worries or troubles. It was by the old oak tree. This tree was no ordinary tree. It was ancient and majestic, with branches that stretched out like welcoming arms. The townsfolk believed it had witnessed countless stories and held many secrets within its bark. The tree had been there forever. Its roots ran deep into the earth, and its leaves whispered tales of old to anyone who would listen. It was a symbol of strength and endurance, much like the bond of the Fantastic Five. The friends loved to climb it. They would race to see who could reach the highest branch, laughing and cheering each other on. From the top, they could see the entire town, feeling like they were on top of the world. They also loved to tell secrets under its huge branches. This was their special place, where they shared their dreams, fears, and hopes. The tree seemed to listen, offering comfort and protection.
I wonder if there are fairies in Everwood. Emma's eyes sparkled with curiosity as she imagined tiny magical beings fluttering around them.
Emma said, looking up at the tree. Her question hung in the air, filling their minds with wonder and possibilities.
Fairies? Don't be silly. Noah laughed, but deep down, even he couldn't help but wonder if there was some truth to Emma's words. After all, in a place as magical as Everwood, anything seemed possible.
He shouted, pointing at the base of the oak tree. Something was glowing. It was a bright golden light. It was coming from under a pile of leaves. The friends had never seen anything like it. Carefully, Liam brushed away the leaves. There, lying on the soft earth, was an amulet. It was shaped like a heart. The amulet was made of a strange, swirling metal. It pulsed with a warm, golden light. The friends had never seen anything so beautiful. S1. Media. Friends amazed by the beauty of the enchanted amulet. Look! Narrator. Suddenly Liam gasped.
Wow, what is it?
Just then, a voice made them jump. Willow, that, my dears, is a magical amulet. The friends turned around to see who was talking. Standing behind them was an old woman. She had kind eyes and a warm smile. She leaned on a walking stick made of smooth, dark wood. The friends had never seen her before.
Who are you? Willow, I am Willow, and I have been waiting for you.
Willow smiled at the children. Willow, the amulet is very special. It holds a secret. But the secret is locked. Only those with pure hearts and strong friendship can unlock it. The friends looked at each other. They knew they had to help. Willow gave them a riddle. Willow, to find the key to the amulet, you must go to the Whispering Woods. There where the sun kisses the earth, you will find what you seek. The friends were confused.
The Whispering Woods? Where is that?
Willow just smiled and pointed towards the setting sun. The Fantastic Five set off toward the Whispering Woods. They were a little scared, but they were determined to solve the riddle. They knew they could do it if they worked together.
What do you think the sun kissing the earth means?
They were walking deeper into the woods.
Maybe it's a clue.
He was looking around for any sign.
We need to think like a team. What would the sun kissing the earth look like?
Jack, the artist of the group, closed his eyes. He imagined the sun as a giant paintbrush, picturing it painting the earth with its warm light. Suddenly Jack opened his eyes. He had been dreaming of this moment for so long, and now it was finally here. The forest around him seemed to come alive with the sound of rustling leaves and distant bird calls. He could feel the excitement bubbling up inside him. The other children gasped. Jack was right. They had all doubted him at first, thinking it was just another one of his wild stories, but now, standing in the middle of the forest, they could see it with their own eyes. They had stumbled upon a hidden clearing one day. It was a place that seemed almost magical, untouched by time. The trees around it formed a natural barrier, making it feel like a secret world just for them. It was shaped like a perfect heart. The symmetry was so precise that it seemed impossible for it to be a natural formation. The children couldn't believe their luck in finding such a place. The sun always seemed to shine its brightest there. No matter the weather, the clearing was always bathed in a warm golden light. It was as if the sun itself had chosen this spot to focus its rays. They ran through the woods, following the last rays of the setting sun. Their laughter echoed through the trees, blending with the sounds of nature. It was a race against time to reach the clearing before the sun disappeared completely. Soon they burst into the clearing. The sight that greeted them was nothing short of breathtaking. The heart-shaped clearing was illuminated by the soft golden light of the setting sun, casting long shadows and creating a magical atmosphere. The sun was setting, its last rays of light shining directly into the heart of the clearing. The clearing. It was a moment they would never forget. The beauty of the scene was etched into their memories forever. Remember the heart-shaped clearing we found last summer? It was a place of wonder and magic, a sanctuary where they could escape the worries of the world. They often talked about it, reminiscing about the adventures they had and the secrets they shared. "The sun always shines brightly there," he shouted. "I know." The clearing had become a symbol of their friendship, a place where they could always return to feel the warmth of the sun and the bond they shared. It was their special place, the heart of the forest. And there, right in the center of the clearing, was a small, sparkling object. It seemed to pulse with a life of its own, casting tiny beams of light that danced across the surrounding trees. The air around it felt charged, almost electric, as if the object held a secret waiting to be discovered. It glittered in the fading light, catching the last rays of the setting sun. The forest seemed to hold its breath, as if aware of the significance of this tiny object. The leaves rustled softly, whispering ancient secrets. It was a tiny golden key shaped like a heart. Intricate designs were etched into its surface, telling a story of love and mystery. The key seemed to beckon, inviting anyone who found it to unlock its secrets.
As soon as the key touched the amulet, it began to glow. The glow was soft at first, a gentle shimmer that gradually grew more intense. The amulet seemed to come alive, its surface rippling with light. The light grew brighter and brighter until it filled the whole park. Ava shouted in amazement, her voice echoing through the trees. The brilliance was almost blinding, casting long shadows and illuminating every corner of the clearing. "Narrator, media, bright glowing light filling mystical park," Ava shouted. She raced forward and picked it up, her heart pounding with excitement. The object felt warm in her hands, as if it recognized her touch. She could feel its power, a gentle hum that resonated through her entire being. The friends hurried back to Willow, their faces alight with wonder and curiosity. They had never seen anything like this before, and their minds raced with possibilities. What could this key unlock? What secrets did it hold? They were so excited to show her what they had found. Willow smiled, her eyes twinkling with a knowing look. She had been waiting for this moment, and now it was finally here. She took the key and held it up to the amulet, her hands steady despite the excitement. The key, it fit perfectly, as if it had been made for this very purpose. The amulet responded immediately, its glow intensifying and spreading warmth through the air. S2. Media, holding golden key up to glowing amulet in fantasy scene. The key...
When the light faded, Willow was gone. The friends gasped, looking around in confusion. Where had she gone? What had happened? The clearing was silent. The only sound, the gentle rustling of leaves. In her place was a beautiful wooden chest. It was intricately carved, with symbols and designs that seemed to tell a story. The chest seemed to pulse with the same energy as the key and the amulet, as if it held the final piece of the puzzle. The friends approached it cautiously, their hearts filled with anticipation. What secrets lay inside? What adventures awaited them next? The Fantastic Five were amazed. They carefully opened the chest. Inside, they found a note written in elegant handwriting. It read,
Dear children, you have shown that true friendship and pure hearts can unlock any secret. The magic you seek is not in objects, but in the bonds you share. Use it wisely.
The friends looked at each other. They understood. The real magic wasn't the amulet or the key. The real magic was their friendship. They had faced a challenge together. They had used their unique talents and trusted each other. And in doing so, they had discovered something even more valuable than any treasure. From that day on, the Fantastic Five became the guardians of Everwood. They knew that as long as their friendship remained strong, nothing could harm their town. They continued to have many more adventures. They helped their neighbors and protected the town from any danger, but they never forgot the lesson they had learned from the Enchanted Amulet.
The amulet became a symbol of their friendship. They kept it hidden in a special place. They knew that its true power lay not in its magic, but in the reminder it held.
It reminded them that the greatest magic of all was the magic of friendship.
And so the legend of the Fantastic Five and the Enchanted Amulet was passed down through generations of children in Everwood. It reminded them that even in an ordinary town, extraordinary adventures could be found. They just needed an open heart, a curious mind, and the unwavering support of true friends. For within each of them, the magic of friendship burned bright, waiting to be discovered.